Good evening. In previous session, we have seen the concept of string and with some examples. So in today's session also, we are going to see about the programs of string. So in previous session, we have seen two programs about string concept and how to reverse the individual character in a string and how to reverse the words in the given string. So now one more, we are going to see some more examples here. Now, if I want to merge two strings into one string, that means, for example, here I am going to consider two strings. Okay, here for example this is s1 and this is s2. For example, here I'm going to take one more string. So okay, I think I have completed this concept. Okay, sorry. So next program, let us see a combination of what here, sr ia vma. Okay, this concept is completed. So next program, let us see about let us take one string and numbers. That means here I'm going to take a string s. For example, s1 I'm going to take. That means I'm going to take values and also characters. That means here this character has to be printed how many times? One time. And next I'm going to take I. Okay, next I have to print it, for example, two times. Next I'm going to take v has to print it three times. For example, I'm going to take a, it has to be printed four times. That means the output should be, okay, the output should be what? S has to be printed how many times? One time. I has to print it two times. Next v has to be printed three times and a has to be printed four times. So here we have to observe what output, that is what s one time, I two times, v three times and a four times. Okay, this is the concept. We have to write the program for this one. So here what is the logic we have to apply? So first, whatever the character we are getting in a string, that should be considered and value should not be considered here. Okay, and I should be considered, because see, in the output we are going to see only strings. That means here I have to use the concept of what, whether the in the given string we are checking for the whether the character is alphabet or not. So first, for all these characters I'm going to write a for loop. For example, this is in s. So s, I'm going to take one string inside a s. So I want to take individual character from s. So what we have to write? For x in s, that means what? For every loop it is going to take one character. On that character I want to check what? If x dot is alpha, that means whatever you are going to take, if it is an alphabet, what I have to do? I have to do output equal to, for example, I'm going to take output plus x. That means here initially I'm going to take output as empty string. For example, output is empty string. Here what I'm going sorry, what I'm going to do here, initially output is empty and I'm going to assign x value to that. What is the x value we are having? X value is s. First one is what? S will be stored in s. Okay, nothing problem. This is a string. Inside a string I am having one more s. So in a x what will be there? S will be there. Is s is an alphabet? S. So that we are going into this loop and we are going to assign what? S plus empty. That is nothing but what? Here empty location is going to be concatenated with s. So finally in output what we are going to have now? In output I am going to have s now. Okay, this is the output. For example, next case what happens? Next what we have to do? I want to store this x, for example. So previous equal to x I'm going to store. Why I am going to store, I will tell you. So now see, once again the loop is going to be completed and it is going here. Now what happens? This is 1. Okay, whatever the value we are going to get is what? 1. Is it alphabet? No. If it is not alphabet, then what we have to do? So if it is alphabet, what we have done? Just I'm going to store that particular string inside a output. Now if it is not an alphabet, what we are going to have? Numbers. Then it will go to where? Then what I have to do? This s has to be printed how many times? This number of times. So else, for example, what I have to take? Output equal to output plus, very important point, plus. Here why I am storing this one means, for every time if I store first s will be present here. Next I want I will be present here. Next I want v. V will be present here. Next I want A. For a temporary purpose, I am going to take this previous element. Okay. Now what I have to do in previous, what is there? In previous already I am having S here. Okay. So you may think that, sir, already in output we are having S. Why can't we take output only here? So you can understand after doing 2 steps. Okay. Now see, output plus previous into, okay, previous is nothing but what? S. How many times it has to printed? One time. This one is present inside what? X. Okay, one is present in X. So what we have to do? Into int of X. That means what? X is string type. So I have to convert it into which type? It into a integer type. Okay, now see, let us try this one. So output is what? S. S plus previous is nothing but what? Previous, sorry, output. So okay, already output is there. Output equal to, here S will be there, plus previous is what? Previous is also S. So S into, here how many times it has to printed? One time. So if I take this concept, for example, if I take this concept, what happens means output will be S plus S into 1 is nothing but what? It will give you S. Already we have seen this concept. So what will be the answer? SS will be the answer. But what I require? Only one S I require. So better place here -1. Better place here -1, because already we are having some in output, we are having the same value. So I'm going to take -1. That means what happens here? Int of X means what? So it is giving which value? 1. So if I do -1, what happens? 0. It becomes what? 0. That means S plus S into 0. That means this becomes what? 0. So S I am going to, only S I am going to consider. So in this case, you cannot understand the difference. When I go to next I value and V value, you can understand the difference. So now this is the case. In output, what we are going to have? S is there. Now I'm going to consider, now see, in output we are going to have what? S. Okay, now listen. Here what I have to take? Sorry, previous into, this is the logic. Previous into, I have to take int of X -1. This is the logic. Now, so this is completed. Now I am going to again for loop. So already value, what we can say, one value is completed. This is completed and one is completed. Now I am going for I. So here X contains what now? I. It is going to contain I. So if X dot is alpha, is X containing alphabets? Yes. So output equal to output plus I. Output plus I. Output is having what? S. S plus I is nothing but what? It is going to concatenate. Okay. Now previous value what I am taking? Previous equal to I am taking. Okay. Now listen carefully. Completed. It will not go to else case. Again it will go to what? For loop. So when we are going to for loop, what happens here? X value will be what now? 2. X value will be what? 2 now. Okay. Now if 2 in X what we are having? 2. 2 dot is alpha, is 2 is an alphabet? No. So that we are going to else case. Now here we have to observe the statement here. Listen carefully here. Output equal to output. What is the output here? SI. Output is what? SI plus previous into. That means what? Previous value is what? Plus previous value is what? X. X into, sorry. Previous value. This is what? 1 minute. Sorry. If I go to, okay, 2 is taken. What is the previous value we are having? I we are having. So here I have written X. So previous value is what? I. So previous value is I into int of X. X contains what now? X contains, sorry, so 1 minute. Right. X contains what? 2 we are going to have. So 2. X contains 2 minus 1. That means what is the answer we are going to get here? This is 1. So Si plus I. This is nothing but what? I have to concatenate Si with I. So that it is going to be stored where? In output. So already in output Si is there. Now the output will be what? In output what we are going to have? Yes, I. Okay, this is completed. Next, I'm going for what? Again the loop is going to be continued. The value will be what here? V now. So V will be stored and it is assigned to this one. Next, what is going to be the 3 is there. Now if 3 is there, if it is a numerical, we will come to else case. In else case, what we are going to do? Output equal to output. Already, what is the output? This is the output. Okay. After that plus previous into. So here previous will become what? V. Sorry. X means what? V. So it becomes previously V. So now, plus V into int of X. So X contains what? V. Sorry, int of X. Now X value is what? 3. Sorry. Okay, 3 minus 1. This is the case. So what happens here? Yes, V plus V into 3 minus 1 is nothing but 2. So how many times 2 is going to printed? 2 times. So V. So what we got? So up to here it is completed. Next, what about A also? Same condition it is going to apply, and we are going to get output as A 4 times. So what here we have to observe means, first we have to understand whether the given character is alphabet or not, first thing. Later, if it is numerical, those many times I have to print. For that, the logic is this one. If it is alphabet, I have to go to here. If it is numerical, I have to come here, and those many times I have to I have to create the characters. Okay, just I will write the same program once and I will execute. Okay, so just I want to read the input. For example, for reading the input, I am having a function called as input. So I want to ask user to enter what? A string. Enter a string. Okay, right. After entering a string, what I have to do? So first I have to take empty output. So for temporary purposes, you can take here directly. Otherwise, when you are using those particular variables, you can also specify here, no problem. So generally we will not take initially, but when we require, we will take. Okay, while writing the program, I may require this one. At that time, I will declare. So for X in S, okay, whatever the individual character is going to be selected from S now. So I want to check that individual character, whether it is alphabet or not. So is alpha is a function we are having, we have seen in the previous session. So now if it is an alphabet, what I have to do? I have to add to the output. So now here I am using what? Output. So output is not declared here. So I'm going to declare what? So why I have to declare output means I am using this output and I'm going to concatenate it. That means initially it has to present. So output equal to something, some empty I have taken. So output equal to what I'm going to do? Output plus some X. Okay, X value is nothing but what? If it is character, we are going to come into this. Sorry, if it is a alphabet, we are going to come into this if statement. And later what I'm going to do? I'm going to store previous equal to X. One thing we have to observe, previous can be taken directly because now I am assigning the X value to previous. But here what I am doing, output has to be initialized before, because here I am using output for evaluating something. If I am using this output in the right side of the equal to, it should be there before itself. And here what is the value of this output? It is empty. So empty plus first what happens? S is going to be assigned if you are going to give this string called as Shiva. Okay, anyway, this is the logic. Now I have to go to else case. If it is a number, what we have to do? Those many number of times I have to print the previous character, so that I have stored what? In previous I have stored that character, right? Output equal to, okay, output plus what I have to do? Previous time. Previous means what? Previously whatever the alphabet I have taken, that element will be selected and it has to print how many times? Already once it is stored in the, here already it is stored once. S is stored already once. If you want to print S 2 times, for example, so what I have to take? If I take S 2 times, already one time is there. Now how many times I have to print? Only one time. So what I have to take? Previous into int of, so int of X. So X value will be what? Whatever the value we are going to take in the given string, minus 1. Because why I am taking minus 1 here? Already once it is printed, so one less than that means number of times will be reduced by 1, right? This is the concept. Just I will print what? Print of output. Okay, now let us store this one. Okay, so let us see the output. Okay, So what is the program name? Alphabets dot, 1 minute, alpha and numbers dot py. Okay, so 1 minute, can't find the file. Let us see the name once. Okay, APLH I have unfortunately taken APLH. Okay, anyway, right. Now see, it is going to ask a string. So I am going to take what, for example, S 4 times. I want to print I 3 times. For example, next one is J as a V 3 times, for example, and A 2 times. So see, just it is going to print what, only SIVA printing. So some logic mistake we have written here. Let us see once. Okay, here if okay, else here we have taken, sorry, else has to be taken here. Right, now the output will be fine. Okay, now see, enter a string, for example, same S4, I3, V3, A3, for example, or A4 or A2. So see what happens. S is printed 4 times, I is printed 3 times, V is printed 3 times, and A is printed 2 times. So in this way, the numbers and alphabets can be differentiated, and we can print the number of times that are present in the given string. Okay, now one more few more examples. Let us see now. Now I want to take one string, and that means what, I want to separate, same type of example here, but I want to separate numericals and alphabets. So I will take the combination of numericals and, for example, now see, so what I am going to take, I am going to take some combination of, in this way I am going to take. Now what I want to do, just I first characters has to be printed, later I want to print the numerical values. So first alphabets has to be taken, and later numericals has to be printed. So just it is very easy concept. What I have to do, first I have to check whether the given is alpha or not. Okay, if it is alpha, what I will take, two separate strings I will take. So for example, S1 equal to S2 equal to some output also. Finally I have to print output, no? So three strings I am going to take, all are empty strings. So initially all are empty strings, for example. Okay, sorry, this is output. Now what I am doing, if it is alphabet, that will be stored in, sorry, is alpha. If it is alphabet, I will store it in S1. So S1 equal to S1 plus, for example, whatever the value we are going to take here, that will be, sorry, here I have to let, sorry, once again I will write the program. 1 minute. Right, here I will take. Right, now see. Now here I am going to consider string. First directly I write the program. First I am going to consider a string. What I require, S1, IV, I2, V3, A4. Combination can be anything, no problem. Here what I have to do, for every value in this S, I have to perform. So for every value means what I have to take, for loop I have to take. So for every value in S, that will be stored in S. On that S, I am going to perform the operation. Now see here, if X dot is alpha, that means what? If it is an alphabet, I have to store that alphabet in some string. So initially I am going to take three strings. One is for alphabets, another one is for numbers, and finally after completing the entire process, after accessing the entire string, I want to combine these two strings. So just I will take that output inside a output variable. Just I am taking here empty. So what I have to do, tell me now. X is alpha. If it is alpha, then what I have to do, I have to place that value inside a S1. That is nothing but X plus, otherwise S1 plus X I can take. S1 contains what? Empty. Empty plus X gives you what? Already in X what we are having? First value, that is S I am going to have. That S will be stored now. So just here I will write S1, S2 and output I have taken. OUT, PUT output. Okay. So here in S1, what I'm going to, already empty is there, empty is going to be assigned to, in X what we are having, S I am having. So here S will be there. Okay. Next concept. Again, the loop is going to be continued here. I will leave this logic up to here. For example, again, the loop is going to be continued. Now, first value is completed. Now, second value is what? Numerical. So X contains what now? 1. 1 dot is alpha. Is 1 is an alphabet? No, it is not an alphabet. So I have to write some other case called as else. If it is a numerical, or if it is a not only numerical, if it is not a alphabet, then I have to go to what? S2, and I have to add it to S2. Initially in S2, what is there? Empty is there. So empty string is there, not empty. Empty string is there. Empty plus X equal to what? X contains what now? 1. So it will go. It is going to contain 1. This 1 is not a numerical. It is a string. Okay, right. Now next, what happens? This logic is completed now. Again here it goes to what? X. So this one, that it is going to consider what? I. Then what happens? I is going to combine in where? X dot is alpha. Okay, it is an alphabet. So S1 dot X, already in X1 what? S1 what we are having? S is there. That will be concatenated with I. Next loop what happens? 2 will be selected here. Next loop what happens? V. Next loop, and finally this should be done after completing this for loop. I think you have understood this logic. Okay. Now in S1 I am having what? In S1 I have all alphabets, combination of all alphabets, and in S2 also I have combination of numericals. How should be the output? Output should be, first alphabet should be there, next numericals should be there. Directly if I write, I can also write S1 plus S2. Okay, then we will get directly answer. But let us see, if I write S1 plus S2, what happens? And we can also take for loop, and also we can also write a combination of, that is for loop, for X in S1 concatenated to output. We can also write that concept. Let us see by writing the program. Okay, right. Now see here, what is the program I have to write? Generally first I have to take a string. So input of, enter the string. For example, enter the string. Okay, so string is, we will enter the string. So in that, for basically what I require, I already have written the program, so that I will write directly here, output equal to empty string I am going to take now. So for X in, for example, for X in S, whatever the characters that are present in S will be stored in X for every loop. Now if it is an alphabet, where we have to store it? I have to store it in a one string. That is what? If X dot is alpha, it has to be stored in where? Inside one string. So S1 equal to what I'm going to write? S1 concatenating with X. So completed. Next, if it is not an alphabet, then I have to go to else case. Here what I have to do? I have to concatenate that particular value to the S2. S2 equal to S2 plus concatenated with X. Okay, this is the case. So after completing all these cases, what we are going to have? In S1 I am having what? In S1 I am having string 1, that is all alphabets, and S2, that is what? All numericals. So I have combined this one. So let us see what happens if I print this one. Okay, print of output. Okay, okay. So now let us execute this program. The name of program is separating. Okay, separating.py. So what happens? It asks me to enter some. I will enter whatever the things I require. So I will enter sometimes numbers and some characters also. Let us see what happens. So here we have to observe 1 minute. Here what happens? X in S. So separating.py line 4, X dot is alpha. Sorry, is alpha. Right, now you can observe. So it is asking for a string once again. So just I will give whatever the things I require. Okay, Now see, what is the answer I got? So whatever I require, I got the answer. First we got what? All characters, and later we require what? All numbers. So that we got it. If we require first numbers and next characters, we can also write S2 plus S1. Okay. So in this way, we can separate different type of characters in the string. Okay. Here what I have done, I have taken one string and I have separated numbers separate and alphabet separate. For example, I am going to take some special characters also. Let us consider ampersand, some V, some dollar, some A. For example, I have taken. Now what should be the answer? Answer should be, it will go to what? SIVA will be first, and ampersand and sorry at the rate and dollar will be aside, because I am not going to take only for the numbers. First I am going to take alphabets. Later remaining for all the cases I am going to take in S2. After that I am going to combine S1 and S2. So this is about separating the, or we can say it as a sorting the characters of a string. Okay. For what? First I have to take alphabets, and second I am going to take numbers or any other symbols. Right. Now one more one example I'm going to take. Next example, that is, in this example, already yesterday we have seen this type of example. That is, for example, input is, I'm going to take input, that is this is the input I am going to take. What should be the output? Yesterday we have seen two cases. In first case, what I have done, first case should be this one, reversing entire string. Okay, reversing the entire string, first case. Second case is what? Only words in that string are going to be reversed. But now I am going to take third type of example, that is, I want to reverse each and every word, not in the string, individually. First I have to take this word. In this word, what I have to print? First A has to printed VIS. Next, what has to be printed? In this way I have to print. Next one, this one has to be printed. Okay, in this way the output has to be there. In previous session we have seen these two examples. Now one different type of example, what I'm going to take? I'm going to take a string, and for first word, first it has to be reversed, and next word, next it has to be reversed, and third word it has to be reversed separately. Okay, now what I have to do, just same example as we have seen in a previous session, same concept will be there, but only one difference. So here if you observe the concept, 1 minute, here what I am doing, just I am taking this one and I am reversing, just I am taking this one, I am reversing, just I am taking this one, I am reversing. That means first I am going to do what? I have to select each and every individual string, sorry, each and every individual word in a, what I can say, in a string. After that, what can I do? I can separate it directly. See here, just I will take a small example. First I have to find length of the string here, so that I can do it easily. So length of, for example, I'm going to take L. That is sorry, length of what I have to find. Let us take this one in S or L, for example. So length of L I am going to find, and I am going to, sorry, first I have to split this one. Sorry, first I have to split this one, so it is easy to do that one. So what I am doing, L equal to S dot split. I am taking string in a S. I am going to take, for example, SIVA. This one I am going to take a string as a string. Now what is the concept? This should be the output. So here what I am doing, I am going to split the given string. Splitting means what happens? If I am not going to write anything inside a bracket, by default it is going to take spaces. So always split method is going to give you list, returns what? List of items. That means here in L what we are going to have, first one SIVA will be there, comma RAMA. That means what? It is splitted. Here Prasad will be there. So after executing this step, what I am having, this is the logic, this is the list that is present in our L now. So now what I have to do, so for every value in this one, for every value in the list, otherwise what is the concept? Individual string has to be reversed. Okay, so first I have to reverse this one, next I have to reverse this one, next I have to reverse this one. So first I have to find the length of this list. Okay, first thing is what? I have to find the length of this list. Otherwise here directly I will write in a if condition or while condition. We have to go through all the things. So while I less than, okay, let us take I equal to 0 for example. I less than 0, that means what here, this will be what, 0 less than len of L is what, 3. Here it is nothing but 3. This one gives you what, 3. Len of L is nothing but 3. So I value is what, 0. 0 less than 3. Okay, fine. Now what I have to do, if it is the case, I want to append the same thing in reverse, where it is present inside a L. In which location? This is index 0, this is index 1, this is index 2. Now I want to perform operation on what? L of 0. So I will modify this one and I have to store it in somewhere else. So better I will take one more list called as L1 empty. I will take empty list. I am going to take here. Now what is the case I have to do? Just I have to take L1 dot, that means I'm going to append something into L1. What is that? Reverse of this one. How to reverse this one? It is easy. What is the index of this one? L of 0. So L of 0 is nothing but what? L of I. So L of I, because every time I value should not be 0. First it should be 0, next it should be 1, next it should be 2. So L of I am going to write. So L of I, what I have to do? I have to reverse that one. For reversing directly by using slice operator, I am having a logic what? -1. Okay, completed. Reversed. This is reversed and it is going to be stored in where? It is going to be stored in this way. It is going to be stored. For first one it is completed. Next what I have to do? I have to go to this case. That is what index is what, 1. So just I will place what, I equal to I plus 1. Now again loop goes to here. I value is what, 1. So I less than 3, yes. So the same thing will be done for the second, this one, second word, that is AMAR. It will become next I equal to I plus 1. Then it becomes what, 2. 2 less than 3, yes, no problem. Again it will go to this one and it is going to reverse the given string. Okay, in this way the string is going to be, and next I value will be what, 3. Now I value will be 3. 3 less than 3, no. Condition fails. If condition fails, I will come out of this loop. Okay, now we have to observe one thing. So now I am having the words which are reversed in my list, but I want to store this group of elements in the list into a string. Then just what I have to write, just I have to join those things. Okay, what are the things I have to join? All these elements, all these strings where it is present inside a L1. So just I will write what, output equal to, okay, space dot, I require what, space in between, join of which one, L1. That means if I write this statement, what happens? Whatever the strings that are present inside a L1, those all strings are going to be joined, combined with what? With some space. That means what will be the answer? AVIS AMAR DASARP. This will be the answer. I want to print that. Just print that one as print output. Okay, this is the case. Right now, just I will write a small program. Okay, right. Now what I have to do? Same thing, same logic. S equal to input of, enter the string. For inputting the string, enter the string. Next, what I want to do, I know already logic. What are the variables I am going to take? I know initially, so that I will take now. If you don't know the variables, go on writing the program, then you can understand which variables are required in the program. Then go and initialize them if it is required. So what I am going to take a string in this one, I want to split that. So what I have to write, s dot split. So after splitting, we are going to get what, list of items. So I want to store them inside a some L, for example. So L equal to s dot split. Now after splitting, what I have to do? Directly I will write the logic. That logic is what, while I less than length of L. That means what, whatever the values that are present inside that list, I want to perform the operation on everything, every string. Okay, now what I have to do? I have to reverse it. Okay, I after reversing, for example, reversing means what? For reversing, what I have to write? First I have to write first L of, just I will write what, L of I. L of I. 1 minute. Okay, here I have shown you what? In this way I have taken, but generally it is what? Square brackets it is. Unfortunately, I have taken this way. This is what? Indexing. This is square brackets. Okay. Right. So what I have to take? L of no L of I. What I have to do it reverse. Okay. L of I, reverse it. For reversing, what I have to do? -1. So this is reversing. So I have reversed. Where I have to place it? In other list. So what I have to do? Other list I have to specify L1 dot. So if you are using list, first we have to specify that. So L1 equal to, first I'm going to take what? Empty list. So before declaring, if you directly use it to perform some operation, we are going to get error. But if you are going to initialize, for example, if I take S equal to 20 plus 30. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to execute this one and I'm storing this one. Here, no problem. But whenever you are going to do some operation on that particular list, initial that list has to be initialized here as an empty. So L of I dot, what I'm going to do, I have to append that one. I have to append the reversed string to the L1. So completed. I have appended. First one is completed. To go to next one, Shiva is completed, it is reversed. Next for Rama, if I want to go to, I have to increment the index. Okay. After incrementing, the loop is going to continue for all the elements inside that list. After that, what I have to do? I have to print the output. So before printing the output, the elements are present inside a list. So now what I have to do? So here, see here, I have taken I here. So I less than len of L taken. First I value also has to be taken here. I equal to 0. Okay. Now what I have to do? All strings are present inside a list. I want to combine them. I want to join them. So that just I will write. I will, for joining, what I have to write. So what I want to join? Just I will write now. Join of which one I want to join? L1. I want to join the all elements in L1 with what? With the space. Just I will take here space, for example. So directly I cannot print it. If I do it, we are going to get I will store it and I will print it now. So just I will store it in where? Output, for example. You can name it anyway, no problem. Just I am taking as it is an output. I am going to write output as the name. So join of L1, right? Now just I will print this one. Okay, right. So now you can understand the output will be what? Individual words will be reversed. Right. Just I will write what? Individual reverse. You can take any name, no problem. Okay, dot py. So now I will show you the output of this program. So Python space individual reverse. Now see, it is asking for a string. Just I will give the same example what we have taken. Okay, now see, what is the answer? Yes, we got correct answer. That is what AVIS, AMAR and something. Individual words are reversed here. Okay, so this is one more example. Okay, now next example. So if I give you more examples, then you can aware of these strings, how to use the, how to write this string programming. But generally, if you're going to any interviews also, generally they will ask only about strings if they want to ask you any program to write, basically. Okay, so that I'm explaining more programs in these strings. So if they go to advanced concept, they may ask different things, but they are asking anything in basic level. First thing they will ask about only the strings, and they will ask you to write some program. So that I'm giving some examples on these strings. Right now, if I want to, for example, I have taken some SIVA Shiva. Okay, I will take large string. Some my name I am going to take. Yes. Now in this, I want to print only even location, what I can say, characters, alphabets. That means what? First I want to print S. Next I want to print 2, 4, 6, 8. There is what? 10, 12. That means what? Here I want only the characters that are present in even position. Okay. Next one. In next I want separately odd position numbers also. This is 1, 3, 5, I can take what this is 5, this is 7, next one I think this is 8. Okay, this is 9, this is 10, this is 11. Okay, last one is 13. I want these separated by based on the even and odd positions. So I will give you a string, then you have to print what? First I want only even position strings. Next what I want? Only odd position strings. Just a small logic we can write. It's very easy. So let us take s equal to, just write on only one small statement, that is from where index 0 up to where, up to last, so that I will not write anything. So because if I write 13, for example, if I write 14, it will take up to 13, no problem. If I write here 14, what happens means, if I take a large string, it will consider only up to 14. So I will not take anything here. What I want to do from here to here, first I want to take this one, next I want to jump to one more step, that means step 2. Step 2 means what? It will take 0, next it will not take 1, it will take 2, next it will not take a, it will not, sorry, it will take r, it will not take this one, it will take m, and so on. Just if I write this one, we are going to get output as what for this one? S V R M P some a and some a. Next I want to take what? Odd numbers, that means odd numbers generally will start from 1. So 1 colon colon, what I want to get? 2 steps, that means what? After 1 I have to take third location. So I am going to get remaining values. Okay, just I will write a small program for this one. So just read a string from your keyboard. For that, input of enter the string, same concept, enter the string. Okay, now I will enter a string, so that I want to separate them based on the characters. First, sorry, based on the positions. Print, direct level print, even, direct level print, even position alphabets. Okay, just I have to write what here? Just s of 0 starting location until last step is 2. It will print you what? Odd, sorry, even position characters or alphabets or characters. I can say characters, because a string can contain what? Characters also. Okay, so I can write what here? Characters. Next here what? Here also odd position characters. So here what I have to write? What is the logic I have to write here? If I am taking odd numbers generally starts from where? 1. So I am taking what here? 1 to last. It is going to step from 0. Sorry, step is what? 2. So even odd positions. Okay. Dot py. Now see. So 1 minute. Even odd positions dot py. Okay. Python. Sorry. Python space even odd positions. Okay. See here it is asking to print. Just I am going to take, see here it is given what? SVRMPAA. Let us see, already I have written here SVRMPAA. Okay, remaining all characters will be printed in odd positions. Okay, so that is the answer. Okay, right. So this is about how not only this logic, for every program I am taking one logic, you can also write many other logics can be written here. Okay, not only this logic. Right, now different type of program I am going to explain now, so we have to focus on this one. Just already I told you about odd method and char method, ORD method and char method. Okay, right, about that I am going to discuss now. Just I will write the input. First I will write the input and I will show you the output, how it has to be printed. For example, A4, K3 for example I am taking, B2 for example I am going to take. What is the meaning of this one? Means what should be the output? This is the input. For example, output should be how it looks like, means A should be printed as it is, and after A, after 4 characters from A, what is the answer? So what is the character? B, C, D, E should be printed here. E should be printed. Next K has to be printed. Next after K, third character. After K means what? L, M, N. N should be printed. Next B has to be printed. After B, after two characters from B, what is there? C, D is there. This should be my output. Okay. Input you have understood. Output also I will execute. So based on what I have to take, same thing. First I have to consider this one. First alphabet has to be considered, and the distance between these two is what? 4. Already we know about ORD method. ORD method we know. Char method also we know. We have seen in previous session. So ORD method will give you what? It is going to give you the character. Okay. Char of some number if you take. Let us consider here, if I take 97, it will give you what? A. If here odd what, it is going to give you 97. Okay. So now by using this method, I'm going to execute this program. Just logic I will explain here. What will be the logic means? First thing what I have to do, character has to be printed as it is. If it is a number, I have to go to those many steps. Okay. So first I have for loop. Just I am taking this one in S for example. So for x in S, not only this x, you can take any value. So S, what I have to do, if whatever the character that is present in X, if it is an alphabet, what I have to do, I have to see out. If it is a alphabet, I am going to write as it is. So just I will take output equal to output plus X. If it is a alphabet, I'm not going to do anything. But if it is a number, I have to perform some operation. So here I'm not going to do anything, and I want this alphabet. Okay, for next usage. So previous equal to X. So X contains what now? A, for example. Now next loop, it is going to take what? 4. That means X value is what? 4. Is 4 is alphabet? No. Then it has to go to some other case. That is what? Else case. Else case. So in else case, what I have to do? Here the logic has to be written. Output equal to. So already the output has to be combined. Next, whatever the value that is going to generate it, that should be concatenated with A. So already in output, what we are having? A is there. So here output in first loop, what we are going to have? A is already present. Now that has to be concatenated with what? To the character that is present after 4 characters from A. So listen carefully. What I will take? Previous. In X, what is there? Previously A is there. Okay. So you have to understand this one. So previously, next, what is there? A is there. So what I have to find first? Odd of, okay, previous is nothing but what I have to write? Odd of previous. Yes, previous. Right, I have to take this one. Okay, right. That means what I am going to get? Odd of previous is nothing but A. Odd of previous is nothing but A. That means here the answer will be 97, for example. Next, I want how many values next? Plus 4. 4 after A, fourth character I require. So fourth character means what? If I write here plus 4, that is nothing but int of 4. This indicates what? 97 plus 4. It is nothing but what? 101. 101 equivalent value is nothing but E only. So the value is generated here. The value is generated. 104 is generated after evaluating this expression. But what I require? I require a character. So from the number, if you want to convert it into a character, I have to go for CHR. Completed. Concept is completed. So the same thing will be continued. That means what? 4 is there. So it is answer is what? 101. If I convert char of 101, it will give me E. So output already it is having what? A. So A plus E. It is concatenated with AE. It becomes what? AE. Next loop, what happens? K is there. K means K is alphabet S. So it is going to do what? Output plus K. That means what? It will be become AEK. So previous will be what? K. It is going to add K here, previous value. Next is what? 3. So it will not go to if loop, it will come to else. So output is what? AEK plus, listen carefully, ORD of previous. Previous is containing what? K value. K value is, I don't know, some value will be generated here. That value plus int of what? Int of X. In previous it is 4. Now I'm going to take X. X value will be what? 3. So it is going to perform some operation. One value is going to be generated. That char of that value will give the alphabet. That alphabet is nothing but what? We will get N value. So N value will be printed here. Next, B will be given here. After that, it will come here. D will be concatenated. So just a small logic. If you analyze the given problem, we can easily write the solution. A small logic here. Okay, what I have to take first thing, as we are writing the string programs, everywhere first line should be, we have to read the string. Okay, same thing. Now I have to perform an operation. First, for every character in an what can I say? So generally output is going to store in output, so that just I will take empty output. So here what I'm going to do, for every character I have to check. So for X in, yes, okay. What I have to do, I have to do alphabet, whether it is alphabet or we can say it is what numericals. So is alpha, okay. If it is an alpha, what I have to do, output equal to, sorry, output plus is nothing but concatenated with X. So A is, in our example, A is going to be what? A will be always same. If it is alphabet, it will be same. Okay, sorry, this one same. So now, okay, I'm going to concatenate it if it is an alphabet. So I want to remember this one, because next I want to perform based on the numerical I got. Okay, so previous equal to X, completed. If it is an alphabet, if it is a number, what I have to do? Else, if it is a number, what I have to do? See here, already I have written some logic. That logic is output equal to output is concatenated with. So here in every program I'm going to take new functions. So character I am going to use here. Now inside what I'm going to write, ordinal of previous value, whatever the value we are going to have in previous. So we will get some value. So ordinal of, for example, here in X we are, sorry, in previous we are having A, for example. So odd of A is nothing but what, 97 value will be given. So here what is there, for example, 4 is there, plus 4 I have to write, plus why I am writing int of 4. If you take directly 4, it will become string. So I have to take, I am going to convert the string into integer. Now what happens, process is completed. So we should write X, sorry, not 4. Here I have to write what, X. Reason is what, for X only I am going to do the X value only 4 now, for example. So in our example, I am considering, in this example, what I am considering, A is completed in if case. In else case, we are going to take first value as 4. That means what, X is storing 4. Every time X is going to, first time X is going to store A, X is going to store 4, next loop K, next loop 3, next loop B, next loop 2. Okay, now completed. What I have to print finally, after completing all the characters inside a string, I have to print the output. So print of output. If I write here, what happens, it becomes to the for loop. I don't want to write here. If I write here, what happens, every time the output is going to be printed here. So I don't want to write that one. Finally I want to write. So what here we are going to get talking about chr and ord methods. Okay, dot py. Right, now let us execute this program. So as is a Python program, char chr and ord. Okay, so see, it is asking for a string. What I have to take? Yes, for example, same example I will take. What I have taken here, A4K3, A4K3 and B2. Okay, what is the output we got? AEKNBD. Okay, yes, we got the correct output. Okay, so what here we have seen, we have taken first alphabet, and after that we have taken a numerical. What we want to get is the difference. That means what, A I have taken 4. From A, fourth character I have to take. Okay, B, C, D. A fourth character is what, E. Okay, next after K I require what, from K third character is what, after K what we are having, L, M, and third character is what, N. So it has to print N. After B, two character is nothing but what, B is there, C, and second character is D. So it has to print D as the output. So that is the example we have seen. Now we have seen many examples. Just I want to take one string. I don't want duplicates in that string. Okay, generally used program this is. So just duplicates has to be removed. So how do duplicates are going to be removed? It is very easy. Just I will write the program directly, as it is a easy program, because there is no logic, no big logic is there. If there is a logic, I will explain. If there is no logic, directly I will write the program here. Okay. So I'm going to take a string here. Okay. Just I want to take one empty list. Okay. So after that, I am going to, for every value in this string, I want to perform some operation x in s. Okay. Right. Understand clearly here. If x in s means what? Every value of x is going to be stored in s is going to be stored in x. For that x, if, okay, just I will write us, or 1 minute explanation I will give. Listen carefully. I have taken what? SIVARAMA. This duplicate has to be removed. So first what I'm going to take, I'm going to take some empty list. Okay. So now for every value, first I am taking this value. For what I'm going to x in x, I'm going to take, and here for every x value I have to check some condition. Not in L. Not in L means what? If it is not present in L, then I have to take that one. Okay. Output equal to dot join of L, for example. Okay. Sorry. 1 minute. First I have to do what? I have to append. Just I have written wrong. First I have to append, later I have to join. Okay. L dot append of that particular character, which is nothing but x. So this is the logic. Just so see, first what happens? S is present in x. So s not in L. Is there any s in L? Not there. So just append the text to L. That means now L becomes what? It is having a s. Next what happens? So later I will show you. Next second case what happens? I. So I in s. Is I is present? Sorry, for x in s. Okay, right. Come here. X value is what? I. Is I not in L? Yes, it is not in L. So append it. Okay, append it. Next. So next value is what? V. V also not in S, right? A also not present in L. Completed. Now see, is it duplicate? It is also not duplicate, so no problem. Same case. Now see here, A in S. Okay, sorry. We are taking A here. If A not in L, is A not in L? It is there, so that we will not enter into this one. Okay, right. So that it's so on. It will not take that one. Okay, it is not going to enter into this if, and it will go to what? Next case. That is what? A is already present, so it will not go to into if case. It will go to M. N is not present, so it is taking what? This one, and so on. Okay, so A is also present. Completed. Okay, after performing this one, what I require? If I, what is that? Where is the answer? In L, but in the form of what? List of elements. But I require what? A string. Just we have to use what? Just write down that output equal to join space join of, if you don't want space also, directly you can write what I want to join the elements of L. So just print the output. Just see the program. Only 2 lines program is there. If x in S, so for every element in X, this meaning is what? For every element in S, I have to check first what? If X is present in, if X not present in, if X not in L, then I have to do what? I have to add that. If it is there, I should not add. That is nothing but L dot append of which value I have to append? X value. Okay, right. This is the logic I am going to do. Just after performing this one, what I have to do? I have to append. So I have to add, join all these things. Sorry, here I have already for loop I have written. Sorry. Right. Now see, this is the program we have to see. Just after completing this one, I will come here and I want to join what? Output equal to dot join of L. Okay, now you can observe the output clearly. Just I want to print the output also. Print of output. Now see, this is what? Duplicates. Removing duplicates. Removing duplicates. Dot py. Okay. So let us execute this program now. So Python space removing duplicates dot. Okay. Now see, same example I will take. Now see, what will be the answer? Shiva RM will be the answer. Okay. So these are the some examples for your what we can say strings. So in next class, just I will show you the how to format the strings in detail. Already we have seen about format method and also flower brackets also. But in next class, for first half an hour or 15 minutes, I will discuss about the formatting of the strings. Next concept will be lists. Okay. Thank you.